came forward before the court of law. Everything has been rejected by the court. They even went to the Privy Council, the same Sugan Dayal. Of course, encouraged and supported by this alliance of Labour, MMM. They went to the Privy Council. What is the outcome? What has been the outcome? Only making frivolous, flimsy, unsubstantiated, baseless allegations that comes out from their mind. It's a shame, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Mr. Speaker, just to pick things right, at no time the private prosecution was taken on the merits. So my question, so therefore the issue of evidence being assessed is neither here nor there, and the Honourable Prime Minister, being a lawyer, should know better. Now, with regards to the question of the Commissioner of Police being asked to investigate in line with the recommendations of the learned magistrate, did the Commissioner of Police, Honourable Prime Minister, did the Commissioner of Police carry out an investigation to decide and to question those mentioned therein in order to verify the authenticity of that Kisnen paper and diary?
Well, Mr. Speaker, sir, first of all, let me reply to what the leader of the opposition has said. He makes a comment. After my reply, he makes a comment. He said, it has not been taken on the merit. It could not even start. It could not even start. And he's talking about merit. Anyway, now, whether the Commissioner of Police, well, it is not the Commissioner of Police who investigates, it's the Central Investigation Department. But anyway, to start an investigation, there must be a declarant. That declarant must be able to substantiate the averments in regard to what he's alleging. But so far, maybe the leader of the opposition could tell us who is the maker of this diary or these papers. Tell us. If you're honest and if you're serious, if you are not basing yourself on anything, Mr. Speaker, sir, anyone can write anything on any paper or diary and bring it and say, well, this is what Mr. Shakil Mohammed, Honorable Shakil Mohammed has been doing. Anyone can do that. Is this the kind of system of justice that we have? And I say this particularly to the address of Honorable Shakil Mohammed, who knows very well that before inquiry has to proceed, and he was asking whether the police has taken a statement from me. Well, how come will the police come and take a statement when they are not able to say, you know, Mr. So-and-so has noted and you have given instructions to make certain expenses? What do you have to say? No one is able to say so. No one till today. And then, I understand that his leader, you know, monsieur qui fabrique toutes sortes de choses, d'histoire. His leader apparently had met Mr. SK a few days before he passed away. This is known, he said publicly, but he was not aware. How come there was this diary, what and who had put and entered whatever it is in the diary? Why is it that Dr. Navin Ramgoolam doesn't come forward to give a statement to the police and to say, c'est la fabrication pure et simple. Et tout comme la fabrication qu'ils sont en train de continuer à faire et faire leur campagne, Monsieur le Président.
Mr. Speaker, the Honourable Prime Minister seems to be running away from the question. My question, I'll put it again. So I get it from him that the police has not started an investigation in spite of the letter to the Commissioner of Police dated the 26th of January 2022, as stated by himself, to go in line of all the learned magistrates' recommendations. I take note of that, and the country takes good note. Is the Honourable Prime Minister aware? My question is that now.
Now your question.
Yes, that's my question. The other one is a nail. With regards to my question now, on the eve of the presentation of pieces of legislation supposedly to come and go talk about political financing. How can the Honorable Prime Minister reconcile, and how can we believe in the credibility of his government when the police, in spite of recommendations from the DPP to investigate into those papers, has not even started to even check whether the invoices therein are genuine, when the police standing orders clearly state there is no need for a declaration or a declarant. They can themselves open an occurrence in the occurrence book based on the police standing orders and the recommendations of the magistrate.
The Leader of the Opposition does not listen carefully to my answer. I have stated that when the DPP has instructed the police to carry out investigation, I have given number of statements that have been taken with regard to this supposedly electoral expenses that he's talking about. So I don't know whether he wants to try to phrase and word my answer in the way that he wants to do it, I must say in a malicious way. But let me say again that the police is investigating into the case, the death of Mr. SK. I have given the number of statements that have already been taken. The police is investigating into the so-called diary or whatever Kisnan papers. Number of statements have already been recorded. So, he says that I'm running away. Well, I'm not running away, my dear Honorable Member. I'm not running away. And when you talk about, you should be the last one to talk about political financing. The last one. Because we know how his leader has been amassing. My God, we could never believe the amount of money that was in that coffer. And I say, well, even Honorable Béranger, what he said before, he said, I am the neighbor of Dr. Navin Ramgoolam. I live next to him. I could never imagine that I was so near that coffer with 230 million rupees, with $3 million. Can you imagine? And I heard ce qui est plus comique, Monsieur le Président. J'ai entendu suite aux questions qu'on est en train de débattre ici, à la Chambre, j'entends le docteur Navin Ramgoolam venir dire les 3 millions de dollars, ce sont mes per diem. Il a dit ça, mes per diem. But we all know, at least for those who have been ministers, I'm not talking about, let me answer, though. Laisse-moi causer. But when you ask questions, have I interrupted, Mr. Speaker, sir? Mr. Speaker, sir.
Order. Order. Please come. Order. 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 I am on my feet, Honorable Leader of the... I am on my feet. I am on my feet to keep quiet. You keep quiet. You keep quiet. You keep quiet first. You keep quiet first. You keep quiet. You keep quiet. Keep quiet. Honorable Minister.
In other bank transfer to our account from a local